stop what you're doing and do whatever the hell it is that your parents want to.
But you're just building that resentment equity, in my opinion. Resentment equity. Hey, I came across this video this week that honestly explained why so many parents be out here clashing with their kids for no reason, if you ask me. And it all boils down to one word: ego. Now I'm going to show you these two videos that I have. One is an example of high ego parenting. The other is an example of no ego parenting. Conceptually, here is my hope when you watch these videos, and I explain my thought process behind a lot of this stuff. You are a parent for sure. I hear folks say you shouldn't be friends with your kids. That's a whole nother thing. But one thing that you absolutely have to do, you got to partner with these humans that you have created. Their personality, the world that they live in, the culture that they have. It will get more inconvenient for you to just try to have them adopt the world that you grew up in and the culture that you grew up in. That is a tough pill to swallow. It is uncomfortable, but it is true. You got some adjustments to make, and this video shows exactly that. When a parent flexes their authority, prioritizes their comfort, and dismisses the whole relationship, those are 3 indicators that you are ego parenting. And you may not even know it, but that's what I'm here for today. You feel me? I believe in this concept of create dope humans, meaning just doing all that you can to create the most amazing, dopest humans that you are utterly possible. This first video is a Gen Z or Gen X parent responding to a Gen X kid, not X, Z. I think it's Z. It's a Gen Z parent responding to a Gen Z kid who has his own opinions about playing video games, and then the parent responds as to why they respond that way. When you're watching this first video, I want you to see if you can see where the authority comes in, where the relationship compromise comes in, and where the parent is prioritizing their own comfort. Let's see if you can catch these before I actually talk about it.
Things parents don't understand. Number 1, okay, if I'm playing the game online, I cannot pause the game.
Well, there, little buckaroo, it is not that we don't understand that you can't pause that online game. It's just a generational term that we're choosing to use because it's one that we're familiar with. Very similar to how we say roll down the window. When was the last time you actually rolled down a window? So it's just a colloquial phrase from our generation. However, what you're actually being told to do is stop what you're doing and do whatever the hell it is that your parents want to. Okay, we don't care the actual process that you have to do to come on over and do whatever the hell it was that we told you to do. The expectation is that you do it. I mean, that's kind of how this whole parent-child relationship works out. You see, all I've got to say is if you're going to fuss and fight and argue about the words that we choose to tell you to get up off your lazy rump, quit playing the video games, and come on over and help, if that's what you want to quabble about, well then, I hope you get 2 scoops of whatever the hell it is that your parents dish up, because it sounds like you deserve it. You have the day you deserve there, little buckaroo.
See, he used the term old school parenting. Old school parenting is also a synonym for ego parenting. I'm sorry. Now, did you catch those 3 areas? You probably did. I feel like it's very easy to catch once you actually know what you're looking for here. Now, this is how he's prioritizing the comfort. And I quote, "We don't care about the actual process that you have to do to come over here and do whatever the hell it was that we told you to do." It's funny, for sure. Definitely funny. I've heard it. But you should actually care about the process, for sure. The process is all we got. The results may differ in everything, but the process is the process. So this is a good opportunity to manage the process, my guy. Now, and then he flexed this authority by this, and I quote, "What you're actually being told to do is stop doing what you're doing and do whatever the hell it is that your parents want you to do." I feel like I read that in a very nice tone, and it still comes out mad aggressive. Now, don't get me wrong. I know these kids be pushing you sometimes where you just be like straight unfiltered and raw, but I think we start that way. We don't like gradually get there. Be honest. Be for real. All right. Flexing your authority over the video game is wild. I am actually for showing the kids that you got authority, but why are you gonna use it up on a video game? You gonna say stop playing video game right now, come do what I said? No. If there's this another situation, like what if the kid wants to go hang out with some kids that you think are not good role models, there you flex your authority. You be like, hey, No, we're not going to do this one this time. These kids are no good, blah, 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 blah. Sit down. There, you can flex your authority. Why are you going to waste it on a video game and create confrontations for nothing, for no reason, out of nowhere? And then the relationship. If you're going to fuss and fight and argue about the words that we choose to tell you to get up off your lazy rump, pause the game. I know what he means. He means drop everything and come here. But this is where understanding like the culture and the relationship with your kid, all right? And actually managing the expectations of things. Like if you know the kid is going to play the game, hey, what are you about to go do? I'm going to go play online with a couple friends of mine. Okay, when you get a minute, maybe like 15 minutes, we'll need you to do something. So can you manage your time accordingly? Because I'm going to call you in about 15 minutes. Oh, okay, Dad. Maybe it goes like that, or maybe it's like, okay, cool. But you are managing the expectations. You are relying on the process and not focusing just on the results of when I call you, come here. And I know, I know it. I can feel it radiating from like my 10 gigabit speed internet here. Remember, you guardian or parent, you are partnering with this kid as well as parenting them. What's their personality? Now, me, if I was playing online, my mom can probably be like, hey, D, pause that. I need you to do something. And I would probably do it. You know why? Because I personally don't care. I don't care if it's 15 people waiting on me to finish playing Halo or whatever games they're playing right now. Black Ops, Call of Duty. Clearly, I'm not a gamer. But that's my personality type. Now, there are some people that are type A, and they may be more people pleasers. So the anxiety that they likely get from having to say, hey guys, I got to go right now in the middle of this match, it may be overwhelming for them. And you personally have not taken that into consideration because you want what you want right now, which is what? I don't know, put the garbage bag in the garbage can. Now, there's a world where they're playing a game and you don't know it, so you're not able to be as proactive as the example that I gave you. So now you kind of need to analyze, what is it that you need? Do you actually need something right now? Be honest. Be honest. Combine that with their personality. Do you need them to stop and drop everything right now? Or can you wait 5 minutes? Again, there's still an opportunity to manage the expectations. Hey, 15 minutes, I need you to do something. They may come back and say, 20 minutes. Because the blow up that'll happen is they can stop everything and they can come do what you said and they can come listen to you. But you're just building that resentment equity, in my opinion. Resentment equity. They do feel like that they're a number one exercise in their ability to negotiate, set expectations, which are things that you need in the world in general. If you work a job, if you are an entrepreneur, you have a bunch of customers, like you got to manage the expectations. You have to negotiate. You have to have a counter argument. You are not teaching them anything when you say, drop everything, do what I say right now. Now, this next video is a very short one, and this is a positive display of non-ego parenting.
Parents, it ain't that. It ain't that. It's this. You hear that? Say it one more time. Come in after you knock. It's about respect. Do better.
Now, for the record, I'm assuming that is his house, his door, his daughter or kid, and he pay all the bills, and he's still knocking on the door. Why? Not because you own it all and you can do whatever you want. That is authoritative. That is ego parenting. But what you're doing when you're knocking is you're setting some kind of boundaries. When you knock, you say, hey, can I come in? You're not doing it because you really want to know if you can come in. You're just teaching them how to operate in a world that has some kind of boundaries. And this works out better for you because if you're knocking on the door like that, the signal that you're sending is, hey, I just want to know if I can come in, everything good, or can you do this, or whatever you're going in there for. And what happens when you change that dynamic? When you actually open the door and bust in, it's got to be for a reason, because you're setting the expectation still like, hey, most times I'm going to knock and see if it's okay. But if I need to, I'm going to come up in here and I'm going to do what I need to do. But you can't violate that authority. Don't waste it on wanting to come in and knock on the door and they just he's just in there doing his homework and you just flexing your authority just because you can. Don't waste it on that. Now, if they're in there doing something they're not supposed to do, then you bust up in there and be like, hey, I can do this. So you need to be on alert that I do stuff like this when I feel that parental inkling to do so. There's all types of these videos on the internet, and if you come across one, send me an email. I want to see what it is and I want to see your thoughts on it. So shoot me a link to the email below, and then even if you want to share your thoughts on the video, I would be so interested. in that, and I want to see if our perspectives line up, because I think we all do have one goal. All right, if you're a guardian or you're watching over somebody, you're a parent, you want to create dope humans. You want to leave these kids better off than you were left. So let me know if you come across any of these videos. I'm D'Anthony, and I hope you appreciate this.